Alright, so as you can tell by the title, today is a very special day because I'm gonna be reviewing something real special that I just picked up from Sephora. The new Fenty Beauty setting powder, bam, and the new Fenty Beauty concealer. And I also picked up Fenty Beauty's foundation. I had to get another one because mine's ran out. And I also got the Fenty Beauty primer. I've only had the sample size of this, so now I have like the mini version of it, which is like, whoops, $15 I think, $15 or $16, which is not bad. So let's go over the prices. So the price for the concealer is $26 and you are getting 0.27 fluid ounces. I wonder if this is the same amount as my Tarte Shape Tape. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I paid $28 for my Tarte Shape Tape. And as you can see, the size, it's a little different. This one is 0.34 ounces and this one's 0.27, and I believe you're paying $28 for this. So I don't know if that is, you know, a positive or negative, but whatever. The setting powder is $32 because the foundation is $34. The setting powder comes with this top part, so you can put it on there so that the powder doesn't get loose when you're not using it or when you're traveling, which is a good idea. I feel like all setting powders should have that because it gets a little crazy. You know, when you open it and you see all the freaking powder out of the product is right there. Yeah, so it's a good thing they have a stopper. It's really cute. I like the packaging so much. It's $34 for 0.98 ounces, almost 1 ounce. I'm gonna compare it to my Sacha Buttercup because they're about the same size. My Sacha Buttercup is 1.25 ounces, so you're getting more product in the Sacha Buttercup. The Sacha Buttercup is cheaper as well. I'm gonna see if these two products are worth the money, because you know your girl's a little broke after the holidays. I'll even do a wear test because right now it is 1:55, so it's almost 2 o'clock, and I'll probably show you guys how my face looks after a couple of hours. Probably do like a 6-hour wear test or something. Let's get started. I already moisturized my face, and as you can see, I already did my brows because Fenty doesn't have any brow products yet. I'm gonna go in with the Pro Filter primer, the small one. Just gonna take a little bit because I feel like a little goes a long way with this product. This primer is different from all my other primers. I usually use the silicone based primer, and this one I feel like it's very moisturizing, which is really good. A dupe for this would have to be the ColourPop All-Star primer. I feel like it's exactly the same texture. It gives me the same finish. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Pro Filter foundation. I got the color 420, and I like to mix this with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick in the color Walnut, like the finish of it. I use this foundation stick for all of my looks, for most of my looks, because I like the warmth that it gives me. I'm gonna use my Black Opal foundation stick to contour real quick. Now it is time for the product of the hour. Well, one of the products of the hour. I'm going to go in with the Pro Filter concealer and I'm going to highlight. Now I got the color in 390. I know you're supposed to get the corresponding color to your foundation, which is 420. This might be a mistake on my part. Maybe I should have just stuck with the original concealer color for the 420, but I did 390 instead. Yeah, we'll see if I made a mistake. It's shaped differently than my other applicators. Yeah, that's really warm. So far, the color of the concealer is a bit warmer than I expected. I don't know if this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but let's blend it out and see. I feel like it definitely dries down a little fast. Not as fast as the foundation, but it does dry down fast. Because I'm like blending out my forehead and yeah, you kind of have to work with it a little faster than you would your other concealers. Yeah, because the under eye definitely is drying a lot faster than other concealers. Usually I let my concealer sit under the eye for a little bit, but I wouldn't do that with this concealer. You know what I mean? You have to blend it out quicker. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so that you can see. I have bags, like crazy bags, so I feel like there's no concealer out there that's gonna cover them, but at least it covers my dark circles because that's all I care about. The texture is a little bit weird for me. Like, I wish it was a little bit more, a little tiny bit more watery, just a little tiny bit. I feel like the creaminess of it is kind of scary because I feel like I would not put a cream product in this area. We'll see if the setting powder is a miracle worker and will keep this from creasing too much. All right, so we're gonna go into the setting powder and we're gonna go in, try to do a little at a time. Usually what I would do next is go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit and start warming up my face while the setting powder is setting. Alright, so everything's set. To be quite honest, initially I wasn't going to buy the setting powder, right? I was going to instead buy two concealers, like a contour shade and a highlighting shade, but I really like the powder. Like, I kind of like the powder more than the concealer. But yeah, I'm going to set my face to melt all the powders in. It's looking really good right now, so yeah. Let's set it with the All-Star Setting Spray from ColourPop. I'm going to use my favorite highlight, which is from Fenty. Like, I feel like out of all the highlighters, this is the only one that gives me a nice wet glow. Like, I feel like every highlighter on the market gives you a powdery look. So if you're in the market for a highlighter, like a really good highlighter, I would say get the Fenty Beauty highlighters. I'm gonna use my NYX lip liner, the Suede collection, Suede Matte collection, and this one is Club Hopper. So now I'm gonna use the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow, the original Gloss Bomb, and this is the mini version that comes with the highlighter. So I'm gonna go off camera and add some liner and some lashes, and I'll be right back. This is the finished look. I'm looking in the viewfinder and I look pretty darn flawless. Like, this should be the no filter concealer because I don't need a filter right now. I feel like that setting powder really just set this look off. I was a little scared because the concealer did come off a little bit too yellow in a way, too yellow, but the banana powder, because it's not as yellow as my Sasha, it kind of neutralized it. It's a little bit more cooler than normal. I kind of want to do a flash test. Yeah, I'm gonna do a flash test, so give me 1 second. Okay, just don't mind my lace because it looks a little crazy on that side. But I'm gonna put up a picture right here of my face. It doesn't look bad. It looks more yellow, like I said before. But it doesn't look bad. There's no flashback from the setting powder, which is really good. So far, I really like my face. Like, I could do this type of look almost every single day. It's super cute. I'm gonna try to do a minimum of 6 hours. 6 long, luxurious hours in this makeup. Let's see if it holds up. I'm gonna try to do as much as possible. I'm gonna even go outside a couple of times. You know, I usually don't do that on my day off, but I'm gonna go outside and I'll be right back. All right, so it's been 3 hours, 3 long and tiring hours. I feel so freaking sick right now. The weather is terrible. I have a stuffy nose. I'm sneezing everywhere, but we gonna get through this. We gonna get through this together, you know? But even with me being sick, you know, the cure is still working. Now my creasing under my eye is whatever. It's not that bad. It's like how it normally looks. So the color is not peeking through like my dark circles or anything. None of those are peeking through right now. My nose area is looking a little shiny. I can't tell if it's at the highlight or what. But there is a little bit of a buildup of grease coming up in here and over there. But that's normal because I have very oily, well, not even a T-zone anymore. I have a very oily nose in general. My laugh lines, that's another thing. I smile a lot, so my laugh lines are serious. And it doesn't look too bad right now. I know this side always, this laugh line is like always here. It's always there. As you can see, it's peeking through. Later on, it probably will peek through all the way. But this side, it's not, it hasn't showed up yet. It hasn't showed up to the party yet, but I'm sure it's gonna come soon. So yeah, let's check back in another 3 hours and hopefully my hair doesn't look crazier than it does right now. I'm coming back to you guys at 9 o'clock. I'll show you guys. It's 9:05. So it's been 7 hours. Wow, 7 long, luxurious hours. And this is how my face is looking. It still looks pretty darn good. Of course, I'm looking shiny because I'm an oily person. That's to be expected. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in so that you could see all of the little details. See if the foundation or the concealer broke apart or if the powder didn't do its job, you know? So let's zoom you guys in. All right, so this is how my face is looking. Like I said before, at the 3 hour mark, I got oily in this area. That's normal. So I was worried about my laugh lines and they're starting to peek through at the 6 hour mark, which isn't bad. That's actually pretty good because I smile when I talk, so it held up pretty well. My eye area, I do have a little bit more creasing. As you can see, the lines are coming in. I wasn't expecting the concealer to do much with that, but it did. This area right here, it didn't break apart or anything, so that's good. So I kind of want to test to see if it's transferable. I feel like there's no such thing as a foundation or concealer that doesn't transfer. Like all of my concealers and stuff end up everywhere. On white t-shirts, on white walls, on white paper, everywhere. So let's see if this is transfer proof. So I got my white paper right here. You know what? I'm gonna set my nose because I know it's gonna transfer. I know that's gonna transfer. Like there's no way that's not gonna transfer. I'm more so focused on my cheeks and my forehead. Whenever you're hugging somebody and they're tall and your cheeks go on their shirt, you kind of like, please don't stay this close. Please don't stay this close, but like it happens anyway. I want to see if it can pass the paper towel test. Let's see. All right. I mean, I'm not gonna have high expectations because it's whatever. Like there's nothing, no other foundation like it. So let's see. Is there something on it? I can't even tell. Let's try the other side. I want to do a different part of the paper towel. Okay, I don't see anything. Am I tripping? Okay, when I take it out of the light, I see little hints. There's like small dents, but it's not like crazy. I feel like the forehead area is definitely gonna have it. Yeah, the forehead had it on like where my lace is, but it's still not that bad. I can hug people again with my foundation on. Final thoughts on the concealer and the setting powder. First, let's do the concealer. This concealer is different from all the other concealers I've ever tried. This one's a more creamier texture. It's kind of like, you know how you either get the concealer wands or you get the cream concealer in like one of these little jars. This is kind of like a 2-in-1. So it's creamy, but it's still in a tube. Usually when you're getting a concealer in a jar, it is more heavy duty. And so I feel like that's what they were trying to do with this. It does a pretty good job. I mean, sure, there's creasing, but that's like all of my concealers, but it covers. It definitely covers everything. And I feel like you could definitely use this for like covering up blemishes, and you won't have to pack on too much. Next, the setting powder. The setting powder is my favorite. I kind of want to buy the all over face one, like a all over color besides the banana. Probably do like nutmeg or something like that. I think that's what it's called. I love the powder and I wasn't even gonna get it. That's crazy. I feel like it definitely neutralized the yellow in my concealer, which is bomb, and there's no flashback, and I feel like I'm not gonna finish this anytime soon because a little goes a long way. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into another video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave me a thumbs up if you like what you saw and you saw what you like. Also hit that subscribe button. It's gonna be in this corner or this corner. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye. Mwah.